PICOT question was, in people with dementia as our population, what is the effect of non-pharmacological interventions, such as music and massage therapy, in comparison to traditional pharmacological treatments, such as medications? And what would the benefits of both of these interventions have an impact on end-of-life care? Was that fine? No.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, perfect.
So for the third slide, so we decided to focus on dementia and the related disorders, so such as Alzheimer's disease, symptoms of sundowners, stuff like that. So our clinical problem was that dementia is a syndrome. It interferes with activities of daily living care, quality of life care, and it's caused by a loss in cognitive ability. The other part of the problem with dementia is that it's a chronic problem. So for the background and significance of dementia and related disorders, there is no known cause of dementia. The current goal of treatment is really to focus on the rate of progression, slow down the deterioration, and basically just to manage behavioral changes, because dementia isn't linear. A lot of times there's several different signs and symptoms that someone can exhibit who has dementia, Alzheimer's, and related disorders. So for our results in our analysis section, we did find several studies. Some of them were meta-analysis studies, other were systematic reviews. Our first study really looked at efficacy of alternative therapies for people with dementia. This was a randomized control trial. So for our second study, it was another randomized control trial. The difference with that is they more so looked at art therapy. Obviously, theirs was a non-pharmacological intervention. They looked specifically at Alzheimer's disease and dementia only, no other related diseases. And then for our third study, this was a randomized control crossover trial. They more so focused on several non-pharmacological interventions, such as music therapy, aromatherapy, massage. They did them in sort of an order. They more so focused on dementia patients that had aggressive behavior, and used non-pharmacological interventions to see if the outcome minimized their aggressive behavior. Another study we looked at, it was a meta-analysis study. This study was really good because there were, I believe it was more than 20 articles. They were all from 2000 to 2016. This was really good because they looked at both pharmacological and non-pharmacological interventions in people with dementia. So this study was really good at helping our argument with, answering our question with pharmacological interventions and non-pharmacological interventions for managing symptoms of dementia. And then we had another systematic review. It was kind of the same thing, like I said. It was another really big list of studies talking about pharmacological and non-pharmacological interventions. And then our last study we included, it was basically the same thing, except this one was different because, again, it was the same, a review of both non-pharmacological and pharmacological interventions, except this one focused specifically on pain level in dementia. For our clinical recommendations, basically from all our research we did, we thought that there are acceptable interventions, both pharmacologically and non-pharmacologically, for dementia and related disorders. So for the non-pharmacological interventions from our research, we thought that basically non-pharmacological interventions, they provide more of a positive quality of life for people with dementia. We saw a lot of positive symptoms and reactions when there was art therapy used, aromatherapy, massages. So there was more positive symptoms when using interventions like that than no interventions at all. As for the pharmacological interventions, these were the most successful when dementia patients or Alzheimer patients had other prevalent diagnoses. This was also way more, pharmacological interventions were way more successful in people that had more aggression, behavioral symptoms that might need to be managed through pharmacological interventions. So verbal aggression, physical aggression, things like that. And here's our references. Thank you so much.